Sound by Timothy Sandow. What causes sounds? Take a walk in the city. Cities are noisy. Car horns honk. Buses and garbage trucks roar by. People talk on the street. It is much quieter in the country. Birds chirp, cows moo, water trickles in a creek. Sounds are everywhere. Some sounds you hear may hurt your ears. You may like other sounds. Each sound you hear is different. Sounds are also alike in some ways. The causes of sound. Sound happens when matter moves back and forth very quickly. This movement is called a vibration. There must be movement to make sound. The instruments pictured make sounds. They can make high sounds. They can make low sounds. Pitch is how high or low a sound is. Objects that vibrate slowly make a low-pitched sound. Objects that vibrate quickly make sounds that have a higher pitch. Hitting or plucking to make sound. Some instruments make sounds when you hit them. They are called percussion instruments. Drums are percussion instruments. Drums are played with rubber hammers, wooden sticks, brushes, or your hands. If you tap a drum lightly, you hear a soft sound. Hitting the drum harder makes a stronger vibration. This makes a louder sound. Stringed instruments are played in two ways. You can pluck the strings, or you can rub a bow across them. Both ways make sounds. The strings are different sizes. They can be long or short and thick or thin. Some are stretched tighter than others. Long, thick strings make a lower pitch sound. Short, thin, tight strings make faster vibrations. They make higher pitch sounds. Using air to make sound. The sound of your voice is made by vibrations in your windpipes. When air from your lungs passes between your vocal cords, they vibrate. You can speak and sing because your vocal cords vibrate. When you speak, your cords tighten. The tighter they get, the higher the pitch of your voice. Your vocal cords are two pairs of thin tissue in your windpipe. A wind instrument sound comes from vibrating air inside it. Blow into a trumpet. Your lips vibrate against the mouthpiece as you blow. This makes the air inside the trumpet vibrate. It also makes sound. You can change the pitch of the trumpet sound in two ways. Change how your lips vibrate, or press on the valves of the trumpet. Pressing on the valves changes how long the air column is inside the trumpet. Some wind instruments use reeds. A reed is a thin piece of wood. It is attached to the mouthpiece. When a person blows on a reed, it vibrates. The vibration makes the air inside the wind instrument vibrate. The vibrating air makes a sound. If you press the keys of the wind instrument, you can change the pitch of the sound. All three of these wind instruments use reeds. Clarinet, saxophone, harmonica. How does sound travel? What are sound waves? A bell rings. Its vibrations move in the air. Some air particles are spread out. Others are squeezed together. The particles take turns doing this. This allows the bell's vibrations to move between these particles. This movement makes a wave called a compression wave. Sound waves are compression waves. Sound waves travel through matter. Some of the particles that make up matter get squeezed. Other particles are spread apart. The particles of matter take turns being squeezed and spread out. The length of a sound wave can be measured. We measure from the center of one squeezed area to the center of the next. Sound waves from a jackhammer have lots of energy. If you were standing nearby, you would hear a very loud sound. Sound waves lose energy as they move away. Farther away, the sound would not be as loud. Sound and matter. You hear sound only when it travels through matter. Sound can travel through solids, liquids, and gases. The speed of a sound wave is different in each kind of matter. The gases of air have particles that are far apart. Sound travels slowly through gases. Liquid particles are closer together. Sound travels more quickly through a liquid than a gas. Solid particles are closer together than gases or liquids. Sound travels fastest through solids. Light travels faster than sound. That is why you may see fireworks before you hear them. Echoes are sound waves that hit something and bounce back. Scientists use sound waves and echoes to study the ocean. A ship sends out a sound wave. When the sound wave hits the bottom of the ocean, it bounces back. Scientists measure how long the sound wave takes to bounce back. Then they can figure out how deep the ocean is at that spot. Sound travels at about 1,530 meters per second in water. Some whales can make sounds that can be heard up to 160 kilometers away. The ear. We hear sounds with our ears. The outer ear catches sound waves. The waves travel inside the ear to the eardrum. When the sound waves hit the eardrum, they make it vibrate. The vibrating eardrum makes little bones vibrate. The little bones touch the shell-like inner ear. It is filled with liquid and tiny hairs. The vibrating little bones make the tiny hairs move. The hairs are connected to nerves. The nerves carry signals to the brain. The brain recognizes the signals. Then we know what we are hearing. Many animals have vocal cords like people do. They make sounds when their vocal cords vibrate. Dogs bark. Cows moo. Some animals make sounds that do not use vocal cords. Bees and mosquitoes make buzzing sounds when their wings vibrate. Bats send out sounds people cannot hear. The sounds are high-pitched and bounce off insects. The sounds return to the bat's ears. This helps the bats find their food. Many insects make sounds by rubbing body parts together. Chimpanzees grunt, bark, squeak, scream, and even laugh. Zebras make sounds by vibrating their vocal cords, lips, and nostrils.